Doing Mark chapter 1, verses 12 through 13. So I'm going to give everyone a few minutes while I put away some things and give you guys a moment to gather your Bibles and get started. So I'm going to put this stuff away, give you guys a moment to grab your stuff. So we'll be right back. All right. So we'll be going over verses Mark. What I have to say about Mark is I like that Mark, his chapter is very short. He only has about 16 chapters. I might be wrong. Let me check it real quick. He has about almost done. Yes, he only has about 16 chapters. So you could, if you wanted to, you honestly could sit down and just read probably Mark maybe a day or two if you wanted. But let's go ahead and get into Mark's take on Jesus' temptation. The Spirit immediately drove him out into the wilderness, and he was in the wilderness for 40 days and being tempted by Satan. And he was with the wild animals, and the angels were ministering to him. So it's a real short verse. It's real short. But one of the things that I absolutely... Okay, I've always told you guys, if you're going to start the Bible, if you're new to the Bible, either read Matthew or John, depending on who you are. If you're left brain like me, you should... this is probably backwards to you guys. If you're left brain like me, you should read John. If you're right brain, you should read Matthew. And I've always said because John's just straightforward. Mark gets pretty straightforward. I love how Mark just goes straightforward. He was immediately driven into the wilderness. He was there for 40 days being tempted by Satan. And the wild animals and the angels were ministered to him. I like how Mark just gets very simple. This is probably going to be the shortest of our streams. I like Mark's shortness. I don't really think he has a long chapter. But I really do like it in the sense that he gets straight to it. But I apologize that this stream is so late in the evening. And I apologize for that. Again, if you guys have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. If you have any Bible verses that you want me to go over, any chapters, don't be afraid to ask. I will find a way for me to find it. Either say it in the chat or comment on my YouTube. Tomorrow we will be going over my favorite is Psalms 23. It's one of my favorites. So I hope you will be joining me for that. Until then, I think that's about it. So thank you for joining me on this. If you missed it, of course, this will be uploaded to my YouTube, like always. So I'll read it one more time in case any of you missed it. The Spirit immediately drove him out into the wilderness, and he was in the wilderness 40 days being tempted by Satan. And he was with the wild animals, and the angels were ministered to him. So yeah, that's about it. So, share, my dear friends. God bless. And if you guys are doing Lent, I'm praying for y'all. Keep it up, guys. Sharing, God bless.